Today we're going to be tying up a fly that was so effective that several times over the last few years it has been banned. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just going to add on my thread as the body, and for this fly I'm going to use wool for the tail. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a section of just regular wool, doesn't have to be fly tying wool. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this on along the shank there, down to the point where typically you have your tail, which would be just above the barb usually. If you want, if the tail starts to slide down a little bit, just slide a wee wrap underneath and it'll kick it up again. Okay, so now if the tail's totally up to yourself, but probably about half of the shank. So I'm going to cut a little bit here. Okay, what you can do is you can break out those fibres. I can't find the Velcro, so what I'm going to use is an old toothbrush. Okay, that's those fibres. Okay, those fibres all well mixed up. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the thread back up the body a little bit, just to neaten things out. Okay, and as I go down the body, I'm going to add on what will be the rib. So the rib is actually, I'm going to use holographic silver. That's a flat tinsel. It's not an oval tinsel. Okay, so I'm going to just add that on underneath. Okay, and again, just trying to maintain the black body. So this is a very popular trout fly, but as well as that, I'm tying up a variant that can be very good for grills and sea trout. It's actually very popular for sea trout. Okay, so just as I get to the butt of the fly, I'm going to add on a little bit of black dubbin. Okay, whatever dubbin you prefer really. It could be substitute or not. What I'm going to do is I'm twisting a little bit on the thread here. Then I'm going to do a couple of wraps, and then I can really use that to anchor in. Okay, and I want this straggly. This is a typical bob fly for loch style fishing. Okay, or what you could do is you could bring a bit of Velcro in at the end. Okay. Let's add another small section of dubbin here. Okay. Then we'll just bring our fibres back. Just create a bit of a wall of thread there, just to keep everything backwards. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is add on what will be a palmered body. So you can probably guess now that this fly is, well, it's a variant of the Zulu. Okay, so an extremely popular fly that was banned many times for competitions. You weren't allowed to use it for competition angling. I'm just going to wax the thread. I'm going to add on, tying it at the butt as opposed to the tip. I'm going to tie on a short fibred black hackle. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is add on the hackle pliers. This is the only time I would actually use hackle pliers during a palmered body, So I just do one full turn at the head, and then 2 or 3 turns down the body. Okay. I actually had the camera a few times, so that's why I'm being very careful here. Okay, then we use our rib to catch that in. Okay, because that's going in the opposite direction. And about 4 or 5 turns if you can. And the last turn is going right up at the head. And a few turns forward. And what you can do is you can sweep everything back, including your tinsel. It'll give you a more secure hold at the same time, keeping things neat. Okay, so I'll just cut off my tinsel, and then with your scissors closed, just go in, and as soon as you get to the rear or that hackle tip, then you can cut off. Okay, I wouldn't usually pull it off, especially if you're using the flat tinsel as opposed to the wire. Okay, so you could add on a black hackle, and that's just your regular Zulu. I'm going to use this blue hackle because, as I said, it's a very good variant used for sea trout and salmon. I'll probably actually use this for spring salmon this coming season as well. So what I've done is I've broken off the tip and I've exposed a few fibres. Then just turn the thread over there, a couple more turns and bend it back. Okay, then just getting our scissors, just run the scissors along that hackle stock, and putting that pressure on will actually double the fibres. It'll be a lot easier to double whenever you're wrapping. Okay, and then because this is a bob fly, you can do as many hackles as you want, as many turns. It's typically bushy. Okay, so this is a big size 8, because it's going to be used in the spring. Okay, that'll probably do me there. One more wrap. Okay, don't worry about any fibres going forward. We'll get those in a wee minute. So again, I've just secured that in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the waist end and all those fibres and bring them back, making sure they're not putting in one direction, but making sure the fibres are spread throughout the whole shank. And then I'm just going to tie on my head a few wraps. What I can do then is I can hold a wee bit of pressure and just pull that off. Then we get our whip finish tool and all the fluff that comes with it. Okay, let's get our whip finish and just do 4 or 5 turns. And that is a very easy loch style pattern that'll take sea trout, brown trout and salmon. As I said, it has a good history of being banned at some stages in the competition scene. Just shows you how effective it was. Hopefully you found that useful, folks. As always, if you did, do check out my other videos coming on screen now, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All the best.